Hi. So, what kind of person, do you consider yourself to be? Like, do you think of yourself as a good person? Or do you think of yourself as problematic or, um, flawed or, um, dealing with issues? Or do you think of yourself as just, you know, do you have a good esteem about yourself? Or for others, because I'm just doing a little personal survey. I'm not calculating any answers because I don't have anything to ask the question and gather this information. So, do you feel like you want to help mankind by exposing all the bad people in your head, at least, without any kind of backing for it? Okay, so if you hear somebody saying something about somebody and you take it for hearsay, or do you just blindly believe what you hear about everybody, or you make your own judgment? Because what if you had an opportunity to weed out all the riffraff in your community? You don't want your town to live in riffraff amongst the riffraff. So you have an opportunity to make this person so uncomfortable that they literally can't do riffraff anymore because they're being punished. Because, there's so many criminals out there. We don't have enough people don't want to, taxpayers don't want to pay for, trials and courts, jail, all that stuff. So rather than doing that, just make the person literally just own up to whatever it was that they did wrong. I mean, don't even worry about the evidence, because truth will prevail, right? Would you do that? I don't know what you would do. Probably harass the person and make them feel like constantly being bombarded, and just harass them, and then hopefully they get the point and then they get out of Dodge or whatever, and you get to live in a riffraff free neighborhood. Or do you think that's fair? Because there's a lot of people that do wrong, and they need to have a lesson, whether they're suffering with some kind of addiction problem, so it makes them use people. I mean, but they don't say the part where people know what personality type this person is, or that person is. So they are doing their part by providing, somebody with ammunition when they don't even ask for it. But because of that, they want to know the outcome. It's like surveys, just putting situations, different environments, just to see how the person reacts to it, and to see how many times they get it right and how many times they get it wrong. It's kind of like determining factors later maybe for AI, because they still want to have, I don't know why they want AI. Why does AI have to have personalities? I mean, I don't really know about it. If they're all going to be robots, then why do they need personalities? They, as in future beings? And what's the point of that? What's the point of functioning if there's like, if everyone's just an AI? Clones, memories being imposed upon these AIs. So they want it to be comfortable, but to a certain degree where it's not uncomfortable. It's like a utopia with the halo, you know, without all the riffraffery. So maybe that's what they're studying outcomes, and that's what hypothesis is based on. You just continuously do something until, you know, the most documented answer or whatever outcome is being documented. So, and then they kind of base around that, and that's pretty much what that's pretty much what a scientific whatever, you know. So and with that, we can kind of escalate on how we can go ahead with certain diagnostics as far as keeping things in an orderly basis. You know, I think eventually everyone is getting judged to a certain degree. So don't be a bad person. Just don't lie. Just be honest. Just stand up for yourself, you know? Just learn to think like a robot, because don't think like too into things. Otherwise, it's going to go against the grid, and it's just not going to be a utopia for all the artificial intelligence that is artificial. So bad habits, they're a thing of the past. We don't need any more bad habits, right? No, as long as we can hone in and, you know, and we can like I forget the word I was gonna use, but like do things, you know, to kind of drill it to somebody who doesn't quite get it, you know, because like they might need a little extra sub, you know. They might need a little ketchup on there, maybe a little mayo chup, you know, because you know how to abide by rules and keep things unchaotic. And, you know, if you're going to make somebody feel uncomfortable, well, that's not really important, because robots and AI don't have actual emotions. They're just going to emulate. So it doesn't matter if the person feels a certain way. That doesn't matter. As long as things are done for the mankind, that's all that matters. So don't think like a human, think, you know, like a robot, right? So that's the whole point of finding some, you know, targeting somebody or training them, I guess. I don't think that anybody takes into consideration how like traumatic it can be, you know, but for the love of science, we're doing, you know, and me, I would do the same thing. I would mock somebody. I would act like I'm in on a big secret that that person isn't aware of. I would make them feel uncomfortable. I would come over unannounced, I would make sure they don't get sleep. I'd always give them drugs or whatever they want, you know, treat them like a little spoiled baby. They'll cry like a baby. No, but, you know, and put little cameras or make them think that and say things that are like, makes that person uncomfortable. Because it's kind of fun to do, you know? Because I need to entertain my standard brain, subset standard brain. It's very uncomfortable when we act different, when we even seen hanging out with somebody that's acts kind of weird. It's a reflection of who we are. So we want everyone else to know that we're not really friends with that person. We're just, you know, part of it. So they don't know. But yeah, you know, they're just a little slower than the rest of us. But I just feel pity for them. Yeah, feel pity for them. Feel pity for who now? Pity for the person that's like a coward. I'm just saying this all like theoretically. You know, I'm not actually believing this stuff. I'm going to write. I like to write, so just do things to make somebody feel uncomfortable because, hey, you know, they're kind of like that guy Lenny from Of Mice and Men. I don't know. I don't really remember exactly how he was like, but they're okay, you know. And they might build some character, you know, being constantly mimicked and harassed and set up for failure, supposedly. You know, even having people set up in their life. There's a whole thing on freaking... doesn't matter, but whatever matters is moral compass, you know, because I guess people seem to think that they're made judge, jury, and executioner, but we're not, you know. So anyways, I feel like I had a question about that, but it is about surveys a little bit. You know, but I feel like everyone's, to a certain degree, eventually is going to get this kind of treatment, if they don't even notice it already, because it's just a survey on human behavior. That's all it is. You know, because maybe, well, if humans aren't around, the AI are going to think they're human. What if we are humans right now and we're trying to process it? Or the ones that are acting out of line are still humans, but the ones that, I don't know, I'm tired. But, I just wanted to make this video. I feel like I have an audience right now. It's not funny. It isn't funny. It makes me feel like, I feel like this world it's going somewhere where, I don't know, where solar flares are gonna be abundant. Anyways, I just wanted to make a video. Don't mind me. Alright, so what are your thoughts on this? Do I sound like a crazy yo? Okay. I'm gonna go.